Hello guys, welcome back to Tactical Trafford, and in this video we want to talk about the build-up strategy of Rúben Amorim in Manchester United. Manchester United fans need to understand that Rúben Amorim does not just want to play from the back, he wants total control, and in this video we are going to break down the build-up structure of Rúben Amorim in Manchester United. We are going to be talking about the key player role and how Rúben Amorim plan in revitalizing the build-up structure of Manchester United. So guys, in modern football, build-up of Manchester United or build-up of things naturally is not just about playing from the goalkeeper back to the defenders. It's about trying to make the players to be able to be press resistant, for them to be able to play under pressure, for them to be able to provoke pressure from the opposition team. It is also about them progressing with control, and that is what Rúben Amorim is trying to do in Manchester United. He wants his players to be actually calm under the pressure and be able to control the possessions and gain total domination of the ball. So guys, let's talk about the build-up structure of Rúben Amorim. Rúben Amorim actually uses a 3-2 base structure whereby the central backs are going to split, the double pivots are going to drop inside, and then the wing backs are going to push high. So this structure is actually, or this philosophy is actually made to create a lot of width, a lot of depth, and a lot of central overload. So guys, in this video I'm going to be doing a comparison of how the team of Sporting Lisbon builds up and how Manchester United builds up. So guys, in comparing the build-up of Sporting Lisbon versus that of Manchester United, we want to actually break down how Rúben Amorim intends to build up with Manchester United. So we want to start from the first phase of play. Whether they are building up with the keeper or they are building up with the 4-4-3 system, the goal is the same. Is to look for passes into half spaces channel, either into the defensive pivots or the front line. So the first thing we want to look at is the speed at which Sporting moves passes across the back line. Moving the ball more quicker makes it harder for the offensive line to be compact and more easier to find those half spaces or pocket spaces. But in comparison to Manchester United, they move the ball very slow, which makes it easier for the offensive line to block these half spaces. You could see in the footage that I'm showing how slow Maguire is on the ball. And I want to show you guys another example. So another example between Sporting and Manchester United is how often they use the goalkeeper to recycle the ball. In this example I'm showing you guys, the central back is working to play the ball into the channel, but it was not possible, so he recycled with the goalkeeper. At this point, they are looking to do one of two things. Either you play the ball to the central back, or you draw the press and play the ball to the central forward. But in this example, the ball is played to the central back. In another example in the clip I'm showing you guys, Arsenal are looking to press man to man. The goalkeeper goes along to the striker, and you can see the striker receives the ball cleanly, which tells you why Amorim wants a goalkeeper and a striker, because we all know that in Manchester United, Onana will not be able to spot the striker, and eventually Rasmus Højlund will not be able to control the ball very cleanly. Sporting were very patient against Arsenal as they were looking to recycle the ball with the goalkeeper and find the right passes. So guys, I want to break down another strategy of Rúben Amorim. Another build-up strategy for Rúben Amorim's system is not passing to the wing backs. If you notice, Manchester United make their play very predictive and they always look to pass to the wing backs, which makes it very easier for the opposition team to press Manchester United, squeeze Manchester United in the touchline and win the ball as high as possible. So guys, let's dive into the strategy of Rúben Amorim's system. Sporting rarely passes to the wing backs. In the first phase, as they use the wing backs as decoy to spread the opposition offensive line, so they can pass directly to the half spaces. For example, the ball comes into Inacio, as you can see, and Inacio actually looks into the half spaces and he doesn't actually look to the wing back. And this is a good example why Sporting does not play into the wing back at first phase, because if Inacio plays the ball to the central back, he's going to be accelerated by Arsenal's press. As you can see, Bukayo Saka is looking to press, but he instead recycles the ball with the goalkeeper. When the ball gets to the goalkeeper, he could easily play the ball to the wing backs, but he plays into Arsenal's press and invites the likes of Martinez, and he gets the ball returned back and plays it back to Inacio automatically, beating Arsenal's press. As Inacio progresses with the ball, he is constantly looking into half spaces, ignoring the wing backs, and the reason is because if he plays the ball to the wing back, Bukayo Saka is going to press him and isolate him. But instead, he chooses to run with the ball, thereby making Bukayo Saka not able to press Inacio, which is on the ball, thereby making Xhaka to recover to make a kind of tackle on Inacio that is holding the ball. Now let's also look at the classy way Sporting Lisbon central back uses the wing back as the decoy to spot passes into the channel. Here you could see the central back pretends like he wants to pass to the wing back, facing Nelson and elongating the gap between him and the central forward. As you can see, he immediately chops back once he sees the pivot dropping deep. He plays the ball immediately to the pivot and the ball immediately to Inacio. Inacio faces Arsenal's goal and moves his body sideways, which forces Xhaka to engage in the press, and he immediately changes his body positioning to disorient Xhaka to find that half spaces channel. Let's look at what United do in this particular situation. As the ball comes to Maguire, if he controls the ball immediately, it is going to give him a lot of options, taking the unpredictability away from the situation. But as you can see, instead, he lets the ball to move away from his body to buy himself time in the press, which improves the momentum of Leicester's press. As you can see, the Leicester's players are actually approaching Harry Maguire, and he plays it into Mazraoui, who plays it into Leicester's sideline press, and that way we are squeezed into losing the ball. Another situation you could see is that we move the ball nicely using the goalkeeper to recycle, but when it gets to Mazraoui, according to our previous example, the wing back pass is not an option, and as there is no one to progress the ball, as you could see, a half channel space there. Mazraoui passes to Dalot, which causes United to be squeezed on the touchline, and Dalot could also easily recycle the ball with Mazraoui or send it back to Onana, but he chooses to go for a long pass, and Manchester United actually immediately loses the ball. So this is the reason why not every Man United player can be able to thrive under Rúben Amorim build-up system, and this is the reason why Amorim needs a goalkeeper, he needs a striker, and that is why he also needs technically sound players, press resistant players, as one wrong touch or one wrong pass can be able to make United to be caught out on possession. So guys, as you can see in this short clip, you're going to find out how Rúben Amorim wants to play from the back. He does not just want to play from the back, he wants to play with total control, he wants to play with sensitive player, he wants total ball domination. So I want you guys to give me your thoughts on the comment section if this build-up pattern is going to work in Manchester United. And also in my last video, I always emphasize that Manchester United don't have the right players in the defensive position to play in the first phase, and you could see in the 3-4-3 system, the first phase is very important. The players that are surrounded in the first phase is very important. You don't just buy defenders for buying sake, you buy technically sound defenders, press resistant defenders, and I know that if we don't get a defender this season, next season most of our signings are going to be defenders, because Manchester United don't have those technically sound players, press resistant player that can be able to play under pressure, that can be able to absorb pressure, that can be able to be brilliant enough to invite the press and then recycle the ball with Onana or any other goalkeeper and try to go along with the striker. So there's a lot of dynamics when it comes to the first phase play of the Rúben Amorim build-up system. The build-up system is very important for him. You could look at Manchester United really now, you're going to find out that it is just Martinez, Yoro, and probably Eden Heaven that can be able to play in this situation, to find those half spaces, to use the wing backs like decoy runs. Because if you watch a lot of time last season, you're going to find out that Yoro, Martinez, and Heaven, these are players that actually likes to use the wing backs as a decoy to play in those half spaces, but other defenders actually are very quick to play the quick passes. So guys, I want you guys to give me your thoughts about the build-up plan of Rúben Amorim, if this strategy is going to actually be fully implemented into Manchester United. See you guys in my next video. Ciao.